Look outside your window right now. For most of us, there's no glacier out there, no wall of ice, no mammoths wandering past the street. And yet, in the way scientists actually use the term, Earth is still in an ice age. That's not a trick. It just means ice age doesn't require the whole planet to be frozen. It means Earth still has large, permanent ice sheets that don't melt away completely each summer. And right now, Antarctica and Greenland still have exactly that. So yes, you are living in the warm part of an ice age. Ice ages aren't one endless freeze, they swing between two phases: cold glacial periods, when ice sheets grow and spread across large parts of continents, and warmer interglacial periods, when the ice pulls back toward the poles. We're in an interglacial period right now. It's called the Holocene. It began about 11 to 700 years ago. We're in the warm, comfortable part of an ice age. That's the twist. So, how does an ice age even begin? Not with one single switch. It takes many slow systems lining up at once. Continents drift into new positions. Ocean currents shift. The atmosphere changes over long stretches of time. And repeating changes in Earth orbit and axial tilt shift how much sunlight reaches different parts of the planet. About 2.6 million years ago, ice sheets started spreading heavily across the northern hemisphere, and Earth settled into the glacial interglacial rhythm we're still inside of today. Now, here's where it gets real. At the coldest point of the last glacial period, about 20,000 years ago, so much of Earth's water was locked up in ice that sea levels dropped by more than 120 meters. Land that's underwater today was dry, walkable ground back then. A wide stretch of land connected Siberia to Alaska. Scientists call it Beringia. Another wide stretch connected Britain to mainland Europe. That one's called Doggerland. Animals crossed, early humans crossed. Entire migrations happened on ground the ocean has since swallowed. But the cold had a cost too. Saber-toothed cats, giant ground sloths, most mammoth populations. They didn't survive the transition out of the last glacial period, though a few small groups of mammoths held on far longer than people expect. One isolated population survived on a remote Arctic island until only about 4,000 years ago, well into our current warm period. Scientists still debate exactly why so many died out. Some point to the fast climate shift. Others point to hunting by humans. Most think it was probably both, working together. The pressure wasn't only destructive, though. In China, researchers recently redated a stone tool site, pushing it from an estimated 126,000 years old to 146,000 years old. That shift moved the tools out of a warm, easy period and into a harsh glacial one. Cold, difficult conditions, it turns out, pushed that group toward real innovation, not just survival. So the ice age didn't just end life for some species and redraw entire coastlines. It also built the stage for what came next. When the last glacial period loosened its grip and the warmer Holocene began, that new, stable climate is part of what let farming take hold, and eventually, civilization. The ice age never really ended. You're just living in its warm pause.